This is your good friend Coyote, and with me is Mr. Mojo, and we're laughing our asses off because we're gonna see some really funny demos that we looked before the recording started. Now, Mr. Mojo, could you tell us first what are we looking at this moment and what's this about?
This is Easy 8 Wargaming Cup that Wusa won. Wusa is one of the Pro League Gold League teams, and I'm a member of it.
It's not Kazna.
Everyone mixes it up. I am commander of Kazna, but Kazna clan, and I'm not member of Kazna ESL team.
So, this is Easy 8, and as you told me before the recording started, the setup is really strange. It's 754. What does 754 mean?
754 is a classic format used by Pro League or Go for WoT ESL and this cup. That means 7 stands for 7 players, 7 versus 7, and 54 is number of points you can take in the game. That's like tiers, 54 tiers. That means of those 7 players you can take 6 guys with tier 8s. That's like 48, and 1 guy with tier 6, that's up to 54, or you can take 5 guys with tier 8 and 2 guys with tier 7. And there are no other combos allowed.
But you can take any tank from tier 8, tier 7 and tier 6, right?
Yes, you can take anything you want from those.
So maybe perhaps you can take 6 IMX 1390?
If you really want you can, but that will not usually work well.
Why?
Well, since the latest patches, T54 Lightweight became the main battle tank on open maps, a light tank, because its combo of its durability, constant shooter with APCR, so armor, constant shooter and speed, it's just best overall tank you can use.
One thing I noticed that French tanks in particular, they have a long aiming time. How's that comparison?
The 3090 has aim time of 3 seconds and this one has 2.2. The only better one is Ru 251. He's even faster. It's 80 compared to 70 here, but there is no armor on Ru. So you have a turret armor here of 160 and on Ru is 40. So
let's get back to the game. At this moment, I can see there are 2 caps at that moment.
Yeah, this is assault mode. That's how it's played. So one team has to cap or kill other team, and other job is just to defend the caps or themselves, of course.
Sort of Counter-Strike.
Something like that. Quake, Counter-Strike, all those kind of games.
Okay, so at this moment they are on top of you. You are grouped over there. And what's going on? Could you tell us? Could you lead us? What's going on?
Well, this is steps. So it's a very open map. At the moment you can see I'm blind shooting some positions where they can snipe us from, and I'm trying to avoid as the rest of the team being shot.
One moment, the cap has started. What's going to happen now?
Well, they started the cap, and there is 4.5 minutes till the end. So that is usually a dual tool. They can just try to lure us, so they can damage us, without really trying to cap. They know we have to respond some way. So at the moment we can see from the south, Wusa is rotating with 2 tanks, and we have only passive spotting light tank in front of us. So that's not a big deal. And we are just waiting for some kind of reaction from our southern tanks to know where they are exactly, so we would not fall in some trap, because we are heavily outnumbered here if they appear.
So if they realize what's going on, they can overmatch you and destroy you before your tanks come to your aid.
Yeah, we will be in deep trouble if they understand what's going on at the moment.
So, but this seems a little bit passive, if you don't mind me saying. You are waiting and it's still 50-51% of the cap. What do you
must never panic when cap is going on. You must have some planned response and people that are doing accordingly. So this was our plan, but at the moment it doesn't look the best plan of them all, I can tell you that.
Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna switch to the free cam, and as you can see, all of their tanks are coming to you. Why is that?
Well, they realized what's going on and they sent everyone at us. They saw that we are not spotting actively some points of pressure, and I'm gonna actually after the shooter show you what and how.
I'm in a free cam mode because Rarely you can see this battle from that position.
Yeah, you can see I'm just trying to run away from the bulk of their tanks because they're shooting me from everywhere, but it doesn't work really well. No.
You didn't manage, okay?
It was like, come back.
Let's get back to what's going on. At this moment,
Wait, so all around shootout, that's like a Wild Wild West now. Every team is trying to focus fire and lower the number of the guns shooting from the other team. And to be honest, we even came out decent from this because our two tanks were very late from the fight. As you can see now, they're 3 on 2 of ours, and our guys are trying to kill one more. And that should happen any second now. Now we can see they have 2 tier 8s and tier 6 that was capping. FKK managed to kill that one tank, but there was a bit of bad comm between him and last guy surviving, because this was 30-90. We were saying he has 6 shells. Once he is out for 30 plus seconds. He has to reload. And the moment when FKK went in, that guy actually fired the last shell, and he was like, "But I gotta go now." And FKK was already down. "Oh, what do you mean you gotta go?"
And that's the problem with clippers. Once they use their clip, they are practically useless for, I don't know, 35 seconds, 36 seconds.
Yeah, there is 1.5 minutes. Like, he might try to run away, but the other team is too experienced for that. It's Spale, after all. They were the members of the Gold League, so they were keeping him permanently spotted all the time.
And they managed to kill him.
And they managed to kill him, of course.
Okay, so 1-0 for Spale.
1-0 for Spale.
This is the second game. You lost the first one. Similar like in Super 6, you like to lose the first game. It doesn't matter you're playing for Kazan or Wusa. You still manage to...
I would say we are giving false hopes to enemy.
False hopes to enemy. Oh, it's so sweet. So, this is the second game, and as you can see, let's see your setup at this moment. That's better.
We are on the same setup. We are using mostly 54 lightweights, one RU and one 3090. And Spale switched to a bit heavier setup. We're using 32, T32 heavy tank, 2 RUs and 3 54 lightweights. So generally that means they will set up for some laid back sniping action. It's rarely that you can see defensive team push with something like this.
So they are now defending and you're attacking, right?
Yeah, you can see we switched roles. It's best of 3, that means you switch after one game. And we managed to connect twice on their tier 6 spotter. This is actually quite important because he's now
useless.
He's not useless, but he cannot do really active spotting because we can easily kill him now.
And he ran away, and that's very obvious. At this moment there is 37 at F1, and most of your force is gathered near your spawn point, right?
Yeah, we gathered south because they spawn where number 1 is. You can see it on minimap. And the 32 cannot reach that point fast, but as you can see, spotters can be shot, and we can intercept any kind of push of their light tanks there.
So it's now pushing middle. That's not very popular in random games because sooner or later somebody spots you.
It's not even popular very in ESL games, I can tell you that. But our tier 6 spotter on the other side gave us info which we needed, that he's not spotted. And we knew they cannot have tanks there because they would be too exposed, so we could buy some time, because this is still 7 minutes, guys. In 7 minutes you have to...
And excellent, Schnitzel managed to connect on that 59.
He was really careless, I can tell you that.
So at this moment T32 and a bunch of their tanks they're perhaps in the same position you were last time, right?
It's classic for steps to be defensive in that kind of trench. Even in randoms you can see it, like people like to win it and then play defensive.
Somebody managed to shoot Schnitzel in the... maybe yes.
He was probably shot while he was crossing now.
So they can connect with you, they can spot you there.
This is the point. They cannot really spot us now. And I'm gonna actually pause and show you some things.
Pause, please. Okay.
This is very important. You can see a T32 there, and you can see exact distance, 423 meters. But I'm a light tank with 100% camo. Even with binos, that guy cannot spot. Unless we fire.
And they lost spotter.
And they lost a tier 6 spotter. And we know it, so we're pressuring the cap hard. But what they can do, if someone is spotted, they can connect from all the way here or blind shoot from there with 1 or 2 tanks and try to decap without even spotting anyone. And what they can do is try to push a spotter here or here, aggressive, to try to spot one of us and decap, because if they decap and preserve HP of most of their team, they can still win.
Of course.
But remember, as I said, even 32, the tank with a really huge range, cannot spot us even with binos and rations.
And you're not shooting, you know that, and you're not shooting.
No, I have the most cap points and I am not shooting because I would be instantly spotted, instantly.
Okay, so one of your guys left the cap and you're still in the cap.
We saw that guy, Mupe, approaching, and we know we're gonna get spotted. So I left in the last moment because I know when will they see me, but the other guys had to leave earlier. And this is what you can see. They shot me with RU, but it's a heat shell, and he just shot my track, so I bounced. And this is really armor tank.
He is shooting from far away. And...
He's shooting from the point I showed you.
Okay, so very interesting. Interesting tactics mostly.
And you can see we set up a crossfire from all over the place.
And you managed to kill another guy?
Yeah, that was the spotter.
And that's through there that shot you blindly. Yes. You continue, please. So
we are now just counting the time. It's 3.5 minutes. We did some damage. We have quite an advantage, 2 tanks and so on. But even full attack on them could be a bit suicidal. We suffered some damage all around, as you can see. So I'm the guy with most HP. So I'm starting a cap again because I can endure 1 or 2 shots, blind shots.
Shouldn't be better for you to move back a little bit to the end of the circle, or you are counting on hills to protect you? What is
Hills are protecting me from a part of the spot, and this is the point where I can run away fastest.
Interesting. And
as you can see, I'm just watching.
No
touching.
Are you moving that could disrupt your camo?
No, this is a light tank. A movement will not kill your camo. Unless you carry a camo net as addition, then it will kill the camo net value.
Okay. So the cap is at 35%, and they try to circle around you. There is in the lower corner.
They have guys on south that are trying to flank our guys, so they can shoot from 2 sides. But as you can see, we are a bit smarter now. We are countering most of that things. And once we saw those 2 guys, here came command by Zish, and we are pushing in them.
So you're doing to them what they did to you?
Yes. We know that they have only 2 guys down, and that means they can have only 3 guys up here, and they are quite separated, as you can see.
Yes.
And we are looking for a weak link at the moment. Who will we shoot off first?
And weak links are those 2 T-54 lights, and they didn't run away. You're trying to track him, right?
Oh, I was just trying to do damage. My guys are after me, and we are just talking who will do which shot and things like that. In these moments, this is really important to communicate with your teammates who is going to shoot who can shoot who, when, and so on.
So at this moment they are all low HP, most of them is low HP, and you have advantage. Well, you don't have such advantage.
They managed to connect some shots while we were crossing. And as you can see, T-54 lightweight does not have any cooldown, so you have to be very careful how you peek. But this is still our game. There is 90 seconds to the end. I'm pretty high HP. I shoot much faster than T-32, so I'm gonna take bulk of push, while other guys will support me.
And this moment Ru is trying to engage you.
Yes.
And you managed to ding that. That's
yeah,
very
I
nice.
even managed to ding his turret, and he was me. But this is important thing.
Yes, you managed to shoot him through the tracks. That's you several times emphasized that whenever you are against superior armor tank, you try to shoot him through the tracks, not directly, but how?
Yeah, also you lower the enemy team by 1 gun, so you can then do whatever you want with the other guy.
So at this moment it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. It's equal. This is the last final game. It's best of 3, so who scores 2 wins, he wins.
And let's see, they changed their setup again.
Yes, we are defending now. As we told, after 1 game you are switching around. So they're attacking, and they chose much faster lineup, 6 light tanks plus 1 tier 6 also light tank.
They chose 3 route 251, and
I think it's an RSOP feat. Spale is mainly from RSOP. They like those tanks because they are so mobile, 80 kilometers per hour and so on.
I know, but they didn't perform very well against T-54. to me personally, T-54 is much better choice. It's angled armor, it has good penetration value.
Rus are better snipers, but they will rarely bounce a shell, and even 1 feet more you can use with T-54 lightweight against Ru. You can ram it and do damage, huge damage.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because of the faster the tank is,
the more
lower armor it has.
The lower armor, of
yes.
course.
So
yes.
This T-54 lightweight, which is more armored, when it hits it, it's normally gonna ram it for more.
Okay, so at this moment it's in same position, but you manage. Let's pause a little bit and let's see. Here is a tank, right? What is that?
That is a standard defense position on C0, B0. That's a backup position. If you get pushed, there is like a little hill there that will cover him, and he will be able to constantly shoot over us while we attack or retreat or do whatever.
Can we just see where he is? Yes, we can. Here he is. At this moment, you didn't spot any of the Spale or the
well,
tanks.
it's not our job to look for them.
So you are defending and waiting, right?
Yes.
Let's get back to fixed position. And you are not doing that you did in the first game. You didn't send 2 tanks to...
No, we decided to play more grouped. That's number 1. And number 2, you can see we are keeping some tanks more down. So the first game was a big mistake because we didn't keep that guy on C0 all the time, and we separated tanks too much. And we decided now to respond differently. Also, when you play these cups, you have to kind of respond to mentality to a team that you're playing. Now we know that Spale likes to play really aggressive, so you must be prepared against that. You have also some teams that you know that like to camp a lot, and you have to be prepared for that.
So basically you tailor your
Mind
strategy.
games.
Well, it's my games, but you tailor the strategy towards the team that you're playing with, right?
And we fixed some weak points in our previous tactics.
And there he is.
And there he is, spotted on the same position like last time.
So basically they thought, ooh, we're gonna do to them same thing we did the first game.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Well, let's see, will Spale manage to outsmart Wusa?
Now we are leaving a little coyote. Sorry.
Wait.
We are leaving a little sheep in front of us, so they can see.
For those people that don't know what's going on, and I'm gonna use this short break in the game, whenever Still needs in Clan War to see where the enemy is, he picks me and said, okay, go find them. And I drive away like a lunatic, driving and screaming banzai. They kill me. Still knows where's their disposition, wins the game. Usually I'm the guy that
everyone is happy except you.
Since I have a survival rate of just 92%, the lowest on a server, I think, or maybe even in Kazna. In Kazna, definitely.
Maybe.
In Kazna, definitely. I'm very proud. So at this moment, this game looks a little bit stale, I would say.
Well, 7 minutes is a limit, and we know they have to do something. We are keeping our bases covered. Every possible rotation route of there can be seen now. And the thing is, we think they will do the same.
And they started capping, and as you can see, there is a sheep there.
We have some guys down that are blind shooting the cap and resetting successfully, as you can see, from the positions I showed in the last game.
Just a sec, can I show the people? Okay, so there is 2 Ru that are shooting, and you get spotted. Let's get back to the fixed position.
Yeah, I'm changing away their spotter so he can't see how many of us are there and where. And those 2 Rus, they have bushes there, so they can shoot through them, and it's very hard to spot them while they're doing it.
And you have a guy on C1 that
He's our
marked earlier, your backup and your secret weapon.
C0.
C0. Okay, so it's 2:30. They stop capping, and there we are. Where are they?
It's 2:30. This means only one thing: they must push us somewhere. And since the tank was spotting last on north, most probably there.
So they're gonna try to do you, and you get spotted again, and this will end rather fast. I have a feeling. Am I right?
Well, it's not us who have to attack. So we're okay if they wanna wait all the time in the world.
Who has the easier position, attackers or defenders?
Oh, that's so hard to devise sometimes.
Let's
Defender should be easier.
And there is
and there they are.
and there is a roof 251 solo roof 51 coming from your back.
Yes. But they are all spotted, and now this is the difference. All of our team is prepared to shoot them now while they're approaching. So okay, they're gonna kill our guy in the front. That's inevitable.
And it took them a little more time than I used to expect.
No. Like, he had to fall.
No, of course, but they didn't kill him as fast as I would expect.
But they can't. Number one, they're driving to him, he's hiding, he can bounce a shell or two, and we're doing constant damage.
Just let me look around and to show the people what's going on. There are 2 enemy bodies there, 3 and 5 to 2. You managed to kill them all. They were chasing. Whatever they split their forces, right?
They had no choice. They could continue driving somewhere, but we had a crossfire from every possible position. Wherever they go, someone will shoot at them all the time.
So basically, they managed to.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
We need Admiral Akbar face here. It's a trap. So 2-1, and
2-1.
You won this game, and you advance to
180.